up YouTube? It's your boy Black Ranger coming at you with another video, and today I have a supervised video for you where we're pretty much going to listen to the Fireside chat apparently for Arc 2. So I guess it's Season 0 Arc 2. Season 1 more than likely won't happen until the game is officially released for version 1. So I'm cool with that. I don't know how many arcs we're actually going to have. I'm assuming maybe 3 at the most. That's my assumption per season. But with that, let's go ahead and hop right on into it. Man, it's a lot of changes because, again, this is 3 days later. Well, at this point, 5 days later. I apologize. I'm making this midnight, March 30th. But anywho, man, y'all ain't here for that. Y'all are here to see what I have to say and what I think about it. Like I said, some of these updates I've already played, but let's go ahead and see what they have to say. And these new skins, dope.
I know it's been a minute since I last recorded one of these, so thanks for your patience. Today, I'm here to share a special edition State of the Supervised Fireside
Special edition.
heading to our newest arc because, boy, it is a lot. We're still in open beta, so it's not yet time to call it a Season 1 launch, but this will be our most transformative patch yet. And with it, I want to share more on where Supervised is going.
I love the changes personally.
I know sometimes we go heads down to work and it can feel like we're not catching all of your smaller suggestions, but we have to take a big picture approach to fixing things, and that means we can't detour for smaller improvements just yet. That said, we're listening, and we do have some things coming with this arc that I think many of you will like. First, many of you said our first battle pass wasn't great. Not enough exciting content and not enough skins. Fair enough.
I like it, but it definitely needed more.
We've gone super hard, going from 1 epic skin and 1 legendary glider to 3 epic skins, 1 rare skin, and 2 legendary gliders, as well as improving.
You can't be mad at that. Y'all cannot be mad at that.
Season's battle pass, you should have enough currency to buy this one for free, and to continue going infinite the next.
That's always a good thing.
The rotating shop and staying with an open store. I'll just say bluntly, a rotating store is better for business because it gives players a reason to visit the store consistently, and there are players who enjoy the experience of seeing what's in stock that day. But those of you who don't like rotating stores really don't like them, and we figure rather than convincing you, we'd rather invest our time and effort into the things you care about, like a better.
Pause real quick. Just to speak on that personally, yeah, I never like rotating stores because honestly, I feel like if a person is going to spend their money, they're going to spend their money. Now, mind you, they know how all this works behind the scenes as far as like she just said from a business standpoint. But me, I hate when, it's something I know I want and I have to wait for it to get in shop. Let me just buy it right then and there while I have the urge to buy it. That's just me. That's my 2 cents on that.
Battle Pass. Third,
pretty sure other people feel like that too.
A variety of new hunters we've released while in open beta. Bebo, the mischievous chaos maker. Krista,
Stupid
the
strong.
burst mage.
Another one that's strong. That's my
excuse me. Next upcoming hunter
my guy right there.
Healer who can keep her allies alive through pain. And after that, we have a bounty hunter with a mechanic.
And we're gonna get into that later.
Stay tuned.
Let's just pause right here real quick. So we're gonna get into the new character later because they actually dropped another video. Her name is Eva, by the way. And now this hunter, I'm pretty excited for it. So I mean, looking at him as far as the silhouette, and it's so crazy because sometimes it's like I feel as soon as I think of something, I don't know, it seems like the game developers, not just Theory Craft, but any other game, it's like boom, like they make something that I'm into. I said it to say I wanted a character that has like a dope cape or something like while he's moving around. And it just so happened it looks like this character is going to have that. It looks like he definitely has a pistol or some type of charged pistol or something right here. And his other hand, I can't really tell what's going on in his other hand because it looks almost like it's pointed downward and up, like an open fist or something. If that makes sense. I don't know if he's holding on to a grenade or what. Or maybe it could be another pistol as well. Maybe it's just the angle at how the picture was drawn. But ultimately, it looks like it's going to be a very, very, very cool character. One thing about Survive, I really do like the designs of these characters. So with that said, y'all keep up the good work. Like I said, we're gonna get into the new character, which is I guess you could consider it a protector, right? Like Aluna and Zeph. So yeah.
After open beta launch, we saw new players dropping off faster than we would like. Reflecting back, we think it came down to
because even myself, I left for a while.
Supervised depth was team-oriented, which meant some players struggled to feel impactful. While lethality is a big part of what makes Supervive work, it makes it hard to appreciate the combat depth if you're dying too fast. Supervive was just too complicated for new players to come on board and see the magic. Supervive didn't have enough meaningful progression to make your time investment worthwhile. So, let's break down how we're tackling these problems.
This is exciting stuff right
It's
here.
spicy to change a game's default pre-made size, especially because we're consolidating both squads and duos. But this is a critical change we think will make the game better,
I
especially
believe
for
that as
duo
well.
and solo players.
Yes.
To us, trios represents a strong balance between the mayhem of squads and the clarity of duos. Most importantly, it dials solo carry potential way up, something we think is mission critical for the future of the game. And while we love that weird combination of chaotically coordinated team fights that squad games bring, we've heard time and
Yeah.
time again that it's simply overwhelming for many players, even ones who have dozens of hours.
It's going to be missed for sure,
While
but
the
everything she's
variety
saying is
supporting
spot on.
Supervive so
Of
that
course.
fights always feel winnable, it's made the power of an organized squad overwhelming, almost entirely by the strength of their coordinated engagement. All up, Trios massively improves combat clarity. It gives more solo players the dream of outplaying their opponents, and makes positioning more important when there's fewer teammates on the field. Your contribution towards your team's success is so much higher than before, at least 25% higher. Don't check that math.
Let me explain that math real quick for y'all that don't know. Just short and simple, right? Clearly, it's 4 people on your team currently, right? You're taking off one person. That's 25%. That's the math. So that's why she's saying it increases by 25% because you have one less person. If you knew that, no disrespect to your intelligence, but in case some of y'all were wondering, that's what she's getting at.
Finally, from a pragmatic perspective, it lets us condense the queues for faster, more balanced matches. So, another change we're comboing up with trios is to fulfill a big community request, splitting ranked and unranked queues. This should lead to tighter, more competitive ranked matches and far fewer sweats in your unranked games. It also means we can finally implement separate rules for ranked and unranked. So, we're
I'm happy about that
another
as
community
well.
request
Because I didn't know that for the
for
longest
rules
time, but I'm happy to hear that.
off in ranked. or
Yes, and that resurrection,
With all of that said, I
please.
know I position trios as pure upside, but I'll just take a moment to acknowledge those of you who love squads and duos and will be sad to see those queues.
Again, gotta pause real quick. So, you know, I never was a fan of the resurrection thing, at least not in rank. Like, if it's just regular games, that's cool, you know what I mean? Because people just want to have fun, get some games in, right? But as far as rank, yeah, I feel like that allowed too much room for error and your teammates to potentially be sloppy and just too chaotic. So especially with us now going to trios and them removing that, hopefully the games will run a lot better. And yeah, we'll just have to see how it plays out. But I just feel like that also removes a lot of the chaos and will help your teammates and stuff focus and actually want to do a little bit better and make less chaotic decisions in the very beginning.
We will be launching trios with the option to choose no fill if you want to bring your duo squad or even solo self in with no other party members. But I know change is scary. We don't make this decision lightly. We just believe it's the best path forward given all the trade-offs. You've already seen some of our changes to dashes, where we've been reducing the more chaotic yeets that can make combat feel a little wild or out of control. At the highest level, we'd
For
like
sure.
combat in Supervive to feel like a sharp, precise knife fight.
Right.
Every action counts and you're really thinking about how to get the kill. Currently, however, a lot of our combat can feel a little unintentional, likely because you can spam so many abilities and attacks without thinking much. We've got a whole suite of changes coming here,
Yeah.
all of which are intended to add more intentionality to combat. This includes things like splitting haste into ability or dash cooldown reduction.
And I like that
So
idea.
you have to choose between high mobility or high ability uptime, shifting combat.
That's currently in the game now, by the way. A lot of these things she's about to discuss.
Mana more consistent across all hunters, so everyone has to manage their ability usage at least a little bit.
And I just want to speak on that real quick. I feel like that's one of the best decisions that they could have made at least at this time because I feel as if like she said, as far as being able to use your abilities, because you only have to wait 4 seconds and you can still use your auto attack, but you can't actually use any of your special abilities. Um, if you're trying to regenerate your mana. So to be honest with the boops, they're probably going to have to change that. I don't know if maybe like it can reduce the time by 1 second or something or 2 seconds, whatever people feel would be balanced unless they just turn it into a whole other item altogether. But as far as you regenerating your mana and stuff like that, I definitely like this change personally. If y'all see this video again, y'all really just don't understand. I think a lot of people really really love that change as well. So yeah, y'all keep up the good work. A lot of great decision making, and it sounds like you're really listening to the community as best as you can. And yeah, let's go ahead and get back into the last bit of this.
Okay, so the word progression means different things in different settings. So I'll say there's two types of progression we're looking at to improve the game. The first is adding account progression as both a form of onboarding and making it more exciting for new players to level up from game to game. So now instead of getting the total complexity of Supervive shotgunned into you out of the gate, you'll unlock things like new power slots, equipment evolution choices, and
And
more.
see, you gotta love this stuff.
Now, the
Like,
second version of progression we're tackling is meta progression, which is more about giving you a persistent, long term progression system that carries over
yes,
between individual sessions and provides a sense of growth and deeper playstyle customization. I'll share more as our prototyping comes together, but something we're aiming to ship with our 1.0 launch is called the Armory, which will build out an entirely new meta progression system for Supervive. With the
yes,
Armory,
we
you'll
need
be
more
able to
stuff like
unlock
this.
content through playing the game and be able to theorycraft new builds in more reliable ways. There's still a lot to be done here, so I'm keeping this high level, but the goal is to basically add an entirely new layer to Supervive, where you're always making progress session to session, on top of continually
Yes,
feeling sharp and memorable. So, just to summarize our goals and state of the Supervive here, we think the best version of Supervive is one where new players aren't overwhelmed, but instead can quickly see the magic and depth in the game, where solo players can feel much more successful, where players feel meaningful progression match over match, and one where you always have the potential to pop off and carry when the moment's right. That's what we're working towards, and we think this patch is a major step in that direction. We've got even more cooking, but
see, on paper,
that's
everything they're
it for
saying
now.
sounds so
Thanks for
good.
sticking with us, and I'll talk to you all in a bit.
Just those are the new wisp that are coming. All right, so if you are still here with me, we just time jumped a little bit, but this is the second part of the video where we actually get the reveal. As you can see, it says Eva thematic teaser. So yeah, they kind of show off some art here, kind of give some hints of what the abilities are. I think she's a cool looking character. I don't know how strong she's gonna be because apparently she's like a battle healer. We'll put it that way. Which I think is always good, right? Um, and when I say battle healer, meaning I guess when you do damage that somewhat supports the team actively at the same time. Hopefully y'all know what I'm trying to say, but let's go ahead and look at what we have here.
That's right. I'm in charge.
Mm. Okay. And we're gonna do this a little bit by bit so we make sure we don't miss anything. So as we can see here, I feels like did I say feels? I feel like this is a push and pull ability, maybe. Which is pretty cool if you ask me. Again, we don't necessarily know exactly what it's going to do, but based on other abilities that we've probably seen in previous games before, usually when you see something like that, the push out is maybe a slow, and then the pull, of course, is a pull. But who knows? Maybe they did something different.
I give, I take.
Oh, hold on. See, going a little too fast. Going a little too fast. So as we can see right here, we have the healing, right? I just hit my computer screen. We have the healing. So Buddy looks happy. Looks like he's rejuvenated, right? Then we have this guy on the side, which I'm assuming is definitely the enemy. Pretty much he is being drained. you know. So yeah, how this works, who knows? So maybe it's something along the lines of like the I'm sure the life she takes from the enemy, maybe she can give it back to you. Maybe it's like a pool of HP or something that she does. Or maybe it has nothing to do with that at all. Maybe it's just an ongoing ability where, hey, she can heal you continuously if needed, or she can continue to damage this person as much as possible. Think of it more so like Mora's ability. I think that's their character. And Overwatch, where her main ability or her main auto attack is pretty much like continuous attacking. Maybe it's something like that. Who knows, right? But again, we're just speculating. And here we have some cool steals right
Here
here.
I am.
All right, now we have. Oh, see, going too fast. Now we have this. Now I don't know if this is supposed to be the same thing happening, like animation sequence. Like again, just dropping some hints right here, because here she has this silhouette that pops up as if like it's some sort of ghostly manifested form or something that pops up. We see her throw an orb, which really reminds me of like a void orb of some sort. So I don't know again if this is a pool, stun, a healing zone. I mean, it's so many things that it could be. Again, this artwork looks amazing. I'm pretty sure this character even looks more amazing once we actually see it on screen, and actually in motion. So yeah,
Was that not?
look at this. This character looks pretty sick, man. This character looks like really, really sick. Like she looks almost like a vampire hunter or something. I don't know if she has any like vampire hunter roots, anything like that. But I mean, it looks like a cool character. I don't know. This is supposed to be a kaiju eye or something like that. If y'all know what I'm talking about, I kind of fell off with the lore a little bit, but I remember there was something like a kaiju eye. Um, so I'm just wondering if that's what that is. But y'all tell me. Y'all leave it in the comments if I'm right or wrong, or let's say you know exactly what it is.
Naughty of me?
All right, so I guess that's it. So I mean, this is our new character right here. Eva. So yeah, I like the design. Like I said, man, they made some pretty cool characters. I'm not gonna lie, I'm more excited about the next upcoming character. Who knows? Maybe I'll play Protector personally a little bit more because I do like Luna, and I know most people just say Luna, but I'm trying to, make sure I say these names correctly. But y'all know what I'm talking about. I like the Bunny Girl a lot, but if this is kind of like a battle healer, then I would more than likely play this one a lot more than the other ones. Just personally due to like how I like to play. And yeah, I hope a lot of people enjoy it, especially if you play support and you're here and you like to play healers and things like that, man. Hopefully y'all enjoy this character the most, of course, because that's what you guys main. So y'all leave in the comments what you think. Hopefully this video wasn't too long. And yeah, hopefully I'll see y'all out there on the rift. And God, I just called it the Rift. Is it the Rift? Man, we're not even gonna get in. We're gonna say the battlefield. Hopefully, I will see some of y'all in the battlefield. Like I said, it's your boy Ranger, Black Ranger, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.